Task 4, teaching journey reflection. Step 3, analyze and discuss. Please show my my presentation, Angelica. Sorry, my name is Luis Alfonso. Presentation of my teacher. Next, a list of contents. Number 1, communication and explanation. Number 2, management techniques. Number 3, technology and teaching aids. Number 4, inspiring teacher. And number 5, student learning. Next. Uh, the teacher I have chose is Mr. Perez. He was my teacher in an extra course English. Mr. Perez is an advanced English teacher. He had good communication with the students. Every topic he explained was easily understood. Uh, he start ACE class with a warm greeting. Uh, he always say on Monday when the week start, he say good morning everyone. Before we dive into today's lesson, I love to hear one word that describe your weekend and dropping in the chat. Uh, uh, Mr. Perez use student names uh, frequently to maintain personal connection in the digital space. Mr. Perez check individually to prevent messages if a student seems quiet or confused. Uh, According to the explanation, Mr. Perez builds genuine connection through personal greetings, active listening, and consistent engagement. Mr. Perez explained complex topics clearly. He checks understanding constantly. He makes content accessible and use virtual tools strategically. Next, management techniques. Teacher Perez handling techniques in the classroom were really easy catching. First, he explained the topic on his own, and then he showed explanatory videos from YouTube about the topic, about the given topic. And finally, the subject was immediately put into practice through online game application apps. Uh, these the these techniques help a student to achieve mindful learning, to get a mindful learning. Next, technology and teaching aids. Um, Teacher Perez use technology unerringly and had extensive knowledge and management of the technology. Mr. Perez used teaching material to wait them in practice in real life scenarios. Next, Mr. Perez is an inspiring teacher. Uh, he inspired the student with his way of teaching. All the lessons he did were quickly understood. It motivates students through role plays, educational games, and interactive application tools. The teacher promotes class participation and create a placement environment for students to participate in activities. Students engage in conversation with their peers. This allows some students to join English conversation clubs. Next, student learning. Teacher Perez teaching had a great impact on the student learning. He all the time promote class participation, and this allowed the student to strengthen their English language skills. And that's all my presentation.
Excellent, compañeros. My name is Angelica. My presentation, I share my presentation. Effective teaching strategy in intensive English course. Introduction to my English teacher. The instructor of the intensive English course I attended in 2018 played a pivotal role in my language learning journey. His teaching methods and supportive approach greatly impacted my understanding of my English language. Effective communication and teaching techniques. Clear communication of concepts, easy to comprehend activities, guidance with authority, engaging activities for language comprehension. Encourage thinking in English. The teacher emphasized the importance of thinking in English to help students internalize the language and the structure. By fostering these mindsets, students were better able to grasp complex concepts and communicate effectively. Focus on native speaker perception. Understand how native speakers perceive the language was a key focus. The teacher provided examples and context that highlight common expression and cultural norms, enhancing students' comprehension. Effective classroom management for a support learning environment. The teacher implements clear rules and routines to foster a positive and support atmosphere where students felt comfortable and engaged. This structured approach not only helps management behavior but also enhances the overall learning experience, allowing students to focus on the language acquisition without distractions. Structured classroom management, immersive learning experience, effective technology tools for language learning. For example, native speaker audios and audio descriptions, dynamic class engagement and learning. The teacher interactive and effective learning and real life application of language. Immersive learning experience in English language teaching. The teacher recreating the atmosphere of a in a street in the United States, providing students the opportunity to practice hearing directions and mentioning landmarks in a realist context. Transformative learning experience. The teacher's classes significantly enhanced my language skills, particularly in pronunciation, vocabulary expansion, and cognitive shift towards thinking in English. Enhanced language comprehension and significant personal growth. Thanks.
Well, um, hi, my name is Arsenio Junior Villarfranco. I am um, sorry, I have a bit of rhinitis, and I'm going to give you a brief explanation about my favorite teacher. Um, Next, well, Mr. Laura was my English teacher during my first semester at university, and she had an exceptional way of explaining every concept. She communicated with clarity and passions, and making sure that everyone in class understood before moving on to a new topic. Here, a lesson we're always well structured, and she encouraged participation through short question and a small discussion. When I came to manage the classroom, she created a respectful, positive environment where students felt comfortable expressing themselves. And she often used technology like a Kahoot and word wall to review grammar and vocabulary in a fun way. What I admire most about her was how she relate English to our daily lives, which made learning more meaningful. And thanks to her, I started to feel more confident when speaking in front of others and participating in class. Next, sorry. Well, I'm gonna explain it in this chart. I want to talk about the lesson I learned from teacher. She was a very organized and passionate teacher who always explaining every topic step by step. I realized that clear explanation helps students understand faster and feel more confident when learning English. She also used technology in creative way. For example, she included games like um, something short videos to make a grammar and vocabulary. And another important thing about teacher Laura Franco was the positive classroom environment. And she also gave constructive feedback and always communicate clearly with her student. I learned that good communication and kind feedback help the student grow and improve their skills. Finally, her way of keeping everyone motivated and engaged through group discussion and fun activities show me that motivation and interaction are essential to learning a second language successfully. Next. Well, sorry. I'm going to explain my share about a new way to learn a second language called dynamic integral learning. This method combines communication technology and collaboration to make learning more natural and enjoyable. The first part is the communication approach. It's about learning through real conversation and daily situations. I think this is very helpful because it lets students practice the language in real life using tools like Hello Talk, Tandem, or role plays in class helps improve fluency, confidence, and speaking skills. The second aspect is personalized learning with artificial intelligence. Sorry, I believe AI is very useful because it adapts the lesson to each student level. Platforms like Duolingo Max, ChatGPT, or Grammarly make learning more personalized and efficient, helping every learning progress at their own right. The third part is digital cultural immersion. Um, this means learning about the culture through things like series, podcasts, music, or YouTube videos. I think it's very important because and it helps us understand not just the words, but how people really live in communication in the language. In the end or next, we have daily micro learning. This means studying for a short time every day, around 10 to 15 minutes. I like this idea because it helps keep a routine without feeling stress. A small daily lesson encourage consistency and make learning easier to remember. Thanks.
Okay, here we start the debate. According to the our presentations, and according to the step three, to the guide, it say uh, any common or different approaches between these teachers. I think uh, something common in this presentation, according these uh, three teachers, something common is the communication. These three teachers has a good level in English, and that is something very important to be a good teacher, and that's very important. Something different I here in this presentation is about the my partner Arsenio, about the digital cultural immersion, and that is promote to learn about the target language culture through authentic multimedia resources. And that's all. Someone who says something about lesson learning about effective teaching strategy. Angelica, you please tell us something about that.
Sorry.
Hola, mía.
After analyzing each of my classmates' presentation, I conclude that the lesson learning from the select teachers are effective for language teaching. For example, each teacher knew how to adapt to hear students' needs and communicated English instruction in a clear and dynamic way. Arsenio, you?
Well, I would like to give a brief opinion about my classmate teacher, such as Angelica's teacher and Luis' teacher. And about Angelica, it's sorry, it seemed that Angelica had a very positive experience with a teacher at the Universidad del Atlántico. I'm struck by the fact that she highlights the teacher's as ability to do things in a practical and dynamic way. According to Angelica, this teacher was able to effectively convey her knowledge and was a good leader in the classroom. About Luis, Luis shared his experience with a teacher who used innovative methods as the Universidad del Atlántico. I find it interesting that he used YouTube videos to explain the topics and that his exams were an effective way to assess students. I'm struck by the fact that he highlighted the teacher fluency and clarity in teaching, especially during a difficult time like the pandemic. I wonder how he managed to keep his students engaged despite the circumstance. Thanks.
Thanks, classmates. One moment, please. One moment, please.
Well, one of our partners was running a little late, but he's here now. So, Juan, continue. Juan.
Angelica, put on your.
Juan Jose, continue.
Okay, good evening,
One
classmate.
moment, please.
My name is Juan Jose de las Rangs, and we are going to speak about my teacher, Kelly Fajardo. So, Kelly Fajardo is a wonderful educator who explains every topic clearly and with great mastery of the subject. Okay, so she always takes the time to detail what we should and shouldn't do, uh, making sure everyone understands, making sure every wait, please. She always takes the time to detail what we should and shouldn't do, making sure everyone understands the lessons completely. In her classroom, she managed everything with uh, calms and confidence. Okay. Um, Setting clear class rules that help maintain order and respect among students. She also used technologies very effectively, applying visual tools to explain tasks and activities. So the evaluation platform. This shows her excellent ability to integrate the technology into teaching. Okay, what I appreciate most, very most, is how she motivates is to speak English. Okay, helping you overcome the fear of thinking in another language. She promotes promotes speaking encounters very much. Um, and interactive space that make us more confident and fluent. One of the most valuable impacts of her teaching is the opportunity to ask questions freely, allowing us to solve doubts and keep clarity on every topic. Thanks to her dedication, we feel more engaged and inspired to continue improving. Next, please, Angelica.
This this page Juanjo, this or before? Juanjo, Juanjo.
Angelica, can you finish the recording, please?
Okay, thank you.
Angie,
Sí.
Angie, finish the recording, please.
Okay, let's start with the with the method with an innovative didactic teaching method for learning a second English language that is shareable in class. Uh, I I I propose to create an innovative and didactic method that is something basic, that is uh, something that I learned when I start to improve my speaking, and is about the teacher Perez, that he show an image, and every student have to describe the image. For example, an image when a person is sitting in front a table, and uh, in the in on the table there is some books, and in the table there is a computer and something like that. That is the innovative method to me.
I, regarding the proposal, I can also add that it is very beneficial to make the most of the technological resource, although it not sometimes new. If the teacher use technology for English teaching, learning the language will be more engaging for the students.
Okay, that's all our presentation in this DAX 4. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you, classmates.
Well, thank you.